Unity is acquiring ironsource, and Unity fell 17% on the news, whereas ironsource went up 47%. Basically, ironsource, 12% of its revenue comes from telecom, 18% of its customers were not mobile gaming sector, which is good because you don't want it all in one sector unless you're a market leader. The way they do the contracts isn't like traditional contracts. It's a revenue share model, which could affect the net retention rate, but it's not a bad thing. But if anything happens to the gaming sector, not that I expect something to happen to it, because in bad times, just like in good times, gaming tends to increase. It basically means if customers are successful, they're successful. Now, Unity may have some element of this, but they are not overexposed to it like ironsource. But ironsource can use it as an altruist kind of way, such as they care more about their customers, so the customers don't have so much initial outlay. Now, ironsource has 2.3 billion monthly users, which is massive. Margins of 84%. Unity has margins of 74%. They're both high margins, and has retention rate of 98% in 2021. Unity will buy back 2.5 billion in shares over the next 24 months, and two of the largest Unity shareholders, Silver Lake and Sequoia, are investing $1 billion in the form of a convertible loan note at a price of $48.89 per share, which is convertible in 2027. That means they believe it will exceed that and will capture more than the 2% they are charging Unity. Don't forget to hit the lovely like button and the sexy subscribe button, and don't forget the bell notification. You'll be notified when a new video gets uploaded. And the free links in the description below. You can pick up a free share worth up to £200. And check out our Discord. And if you want a more in-depth analysis of any stock or market conditions, then why not look at our upgraded membership program and support us. In my opinion, Unity hasn't paid a ridiculous valuation according to a simple valuation ratio, which people are saying on Twitter they have. And Unity hopes to be cash flow positive this year, which ironsource and their margins will help them. Their high margins will help them. Also, my opinion, I think that Unity will be a major player in the metaverse, and Facebook who might want to use this dip to try and acquire them if they're serious. Now, I do think they will be a major player, and Facebook will get left behind by a company like this if they're not quick on the ball. And I'll give my reasons later. People have been given mixed feelings, saying how it's a waste of time or a waste of money. Other people saying how the deal is profound and may have double the intrinsic value worth of Unity, with major implications for all the tech majors and the gaming war. And how tech remains king if you're part of the food chain to an experience that is consumer facing. I agree with that. Now, the whole reason Meta is making a move for VR is to recapture their EdTech layer. I've done a video before saying how Facebook or Meta and Google and Amazon are dropping in the advertising gaming stakes, and how they have to change to get back into it. Amazon are trying to change. They've created a whole new game, and I believe Google behind closed doors are trying to change as well, but for something as big as Google is a lot harder. Now, Twitter is another case in point. Can have a killer app in a category, but then it's no good without the ad tech layer. Now, it's obvious that Meta aren't going to bank on the hardware side. At best, Oculus hardware is defensive. They are putting loads of adverts out here in the UK, and no one is picking it up. By the time VR headset use is widespread, it will become a commodity. They're securing a horse in a race and claiming they're going to be a player in metaverse. And I find it hard to believe that Meta could go from a non-player to pole position on the hardware front. They'll be able to split the market and has a place for them for a beachhead for software and ad layer. But without that, though, Oculus is going to be a wrong path to go down. They won't be going down the path of Apple or Microsoft, and instead they'll be going down the path of HP or Nikola. Now, the mistake, if Meta doesn't follow through immediately and aggressively, is that the operating software layer is equally important. We saw how Google dominated on Android, and of course Apple iOS. Right now there are a couple of crucial software gaming layers. There's the operating software of the hardware and the game engine, and the game engine is hard duopoly, and Unity is the only free agent. A game engine is going to hand over all the juice if they get edged ad tech layer, and Meta is making a big misstep. I thought they was going to be policing the metaverse, and that was the way they was going, but instead they seem to be betting everything on the Oculus. But Meta's misstep is they want the ad tech layer, but the VR headset is a very indirect and speculative way to achieve that, and you're going to ultimately get your arse handed to you by companies building out ad tech and achieving massive cash flow through gaming on PC and console. You know, they need to buy Unity, own half of a crucial gaming layer, and use that to start fulfilling the gaming ad tech e-commerce ambitions today, and then carry on pursuing the hardware side, but throttle on the reality that all the heavy that could be had in 5 to 7 years are pre-VR. By the time VR is widespread, you're using an engine ad tech layer that has been making money and operating at scale for years, and you've been improving that with all the data you've been bringing in. Basically, in my opinion, if Meta doesn't buy Unity or something very similar, then Unity is going to beat them at their own strategy after they come out and said, we're going to concentrate on the metaverse. And it's going to be like Nikola coming out and saying, we're going to make this truck and then and take on Tesla, and we all saw how that ended. And there'll be another company that did amazing innovative things, but then ended up outdated. Don't forget to hit the like button, comment in the box below, and I'll see you in the next video. If you found any of my videos helpful and you want to help me make more, you can support me by buying me a coffee. The link is in the description below.